hunter recruitment, based on some of the latest data from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Survey, when they survey poll hunters and get information, it's going down. So we really need to address this problem. What's hurting it the most? Well, there's many issues, just like with everything that come together. But I think overall, a big factor is our population is changing from a rural population to an urban population. They have no direct connection to hunting, where their food comes from, what the real wild world is about. Mother Nature's cruel. They don't understand all that. And they've got a huge diversion nowadays with all these screens in front of them, specifically the smartphone, but laptops, 65-inch flat screen. They can just do so many other things and get involved in all this other virtual reality and not really try hunting. Another big thing though is access, and we really need to work on access. We have to open up more lands, whether we're leasing them from the private owners and opening them up, or we're creating laws and regulations that open up more of our public lands that are landlocked and shut off to us. I mean, why are millions of acres in the West shut off to deer hunters? Because they're landlocked. Why was that never addressed with easements and stuff, back when they set up these lands? That land is my land. That's not the landowner that has it surrounded. I own that land. I should have access to that land. And there's places all over the country like that we should be allowed to hunt and manage our wildlife populations without begging and borrowing. So I think that rural divide, urban divide is big, access is big, and we just need to tell people, especially young hunters, but whether it's women, young men, old men, young kids, this is where your food comes from. And if you want organic, real food, venison is the real deal.
Today's product of the day is from Block. It's the Infinity Target. If you guys haven't shot a Block, you're missing out. Basically they were one of the first to come out, or the first to use layered technology, but they've made it better through the years. The new system is they have the outer shell, that's a solid piece of foam, and then inside is that layered. So when your arrow hits this, it immediately has that contact to slow it down. And then friction, once it goes through that first layer, the friction is what really slows down the arrow or stops it the rest of the way. What's cool about this is they've really progressed. The first ones were harder to see, and now they have the deep contrast. So you're using black and white, and you're like, well, does that make a big difference? Yeah, when you're outside in the bright sun, it does. The other thing that I really like is, most people like shooting at the deer and they'll just pound them in the heart, lung area all the time. I like it because I shoot a lot with my boys. I got 3 sons, so here, we're shooting on this side and each of us has a spot. On top of that, you can even break this target down more. You can shoot at just this spot, or you can try to hit the lines dead middle. We actually, on some of ours that are probably 5 years old now, we're shooting at the block. We're shooting at the actual logo. So there's so many different aiming points. Check out the Block. You can shoot field tips, you can shoot broadheads, you can shoot expandables into it. It stops them all. If you only shoot field tips in it, it'll last forever. It doesn't get all chewed up. The outside doesn't. If you shoot broadheads, the outside layer will get chewed up, but the inside's still gonna stop it. It's gonna last for years. Check out the new Block Infinity. BlockTarget.com.